What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode in the garage. We've got the H22 head getting ready to come together. We got the eBay valve stem seals for the big win on the low cheap, and we got the Walmart modeling clay. So let's see if we can't get this head tossed together, clean up the old oil pump assembly, and then we'll see if we can throw a timing belt in this pig and get the clay in there and see what the piston to valve clearance is. Let's go. Sweet, we got the mattress in the view for the big fucking comeback. I mean, what would I do without a mattress in your boy's garage? Some of them take a little more heat than others. What do we do, clog it? Alright, we got another propane torch, so we're back to the valve stem seals. Got my support mattress here in the background. Alright, all the valve stem seals are out of this guy, so I'm going to go ahead and blow this thing out with some air, get all the debris out of here, and then we'll get the new valve stem seals installed. Putting in these valve stem seals is pretty straightforward. Get yourself a socket that fits just like so, not quite over the outer casing, but just over the top of it. Set your stem cell in there, a couple rests of the palm, a few taps to make sure it's seated. So I'm going to dump all these out. Just gonna go ahead and put these in with the purpose of claying the motor. These are not what we're gonna run. Alright, so we're about ready to clay this thing. I want to get these old spark plugs out of here too. And we still gotta lock up the VTEC. Oh man, what a night. Alright, we got the rocker assembly in here on the exhaust side. And as you can see, we've got all of the lobes locked together. The primary, secondary, and the main VTEC lobe itself. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to lock VTEC manually on the other rocker assembly. Each rocker assembly consists of 3 pieces, 3 rocker arms. One of them is spring loaded, looks different than the rest. The center one is larger than the rest. And then this guy right here is the one that we're after. We need to harvest this little dowel pin right here. So we're going to get a magnet and pull that dowel pin out. Just like that. I'm just going to take a piece of a straw here, cut it a little bit smaller than the dowel itself. Take that rocker arm, put our straw spacer inside of there. I'm going to take the dowel, put the dowel back in there, and now you can see it sticks out slightly. And that's what's going to lock our VTEC. So we'll grab our large rocker assembly here. We're just going to push the large pin into the middle pin. Like so. There it goes. And then lastly, we can get our spring-loaded one. And there it goes. Okay, so this is the locked assembly. Just gonna rotate it slightly. Try and bring you guys here with me. Simply set it in place. Grab your rocker shaft. Give it a little bit of oil. Slide her in. And then we just gotta slide it in all together. as you can see, this side is now locked. We're just going to repeat that for the rest. Retaining pin. Well, we did not get the motor clayed tonight. Okay, so who else caught that? Totally threw on the oil pump assembly without putting my balance shafts inside of the motor. So I just did that one twice. Cool. Anyways, I got the H22 crank gear on here. Got this guy all back on here and siliconed up. It's a racing timing belt. #1 timing belt. Funny as shit. Looks like we have to get our water pump on there. I guess we should talk about the water pump. So aside from using the H22 crank gear, we also need to go ahead and use this guy right here, which is our G23 water pump. It's a standard F23 water pump, but it has the H22 sprocket actually pressed onto it. And then as a precaution, I also put a couple tacks on here to make sure this guy doesn't come off. Be aware that the OEM pump shaft is a different diameter than the aftermarket pump shaft. So if you're not using 2 aftermarket pumps, they probably won't fit. Likewise, if you're not using 2 OEM pumps, the parts probably won't fit. So be aware of that. But anyways, yeah, so that'll get us the right teeth count across all the gears on here so our belt will work. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy sealed up real quick here, and we'll throw her on. As a precautionary note, you should definitely make sure you do not use too long of a water pump bolt. My buddy Dennis figured that out the hard way. I'll go ahead and throw that clip in here now. Torque spec is somewhere around, don't go too tight. Okay, nothing's being forced, so let's tear it apart. So this is my tightest one. We're looking at least 120 valve clearance, so there's plenty of wiggle. Alright you guys, so that's probably going to be the breaking point here for the G series for at least a couple of weeks. We got to wait for some more parts and funds, and that stuff is trickling in really slowly, so this thing's kind of on the back burner until then. So stay tuned, we might do some different content, let you guys, you boys, be up to. Until then, we'll catch you next time.